Hello my friends and welcome. Let's go for the latest updates from the front lines. In Robotyne, Ukrainian army moves forward, and as you can see we have the blue area in that particular village. Let's go for the timeline. It was yesterday, it is today. Little by little Russian forces getting pushed back from that important village. Today we also gonna see some of the videos from the front lines, from the drone cameras. Based on that information, Ukrainian army propels from this direction. If the current pace of Ukrainian attack continues, I think that Robotyne will be liberated the next week. From Robotyne, let's go to Staromayorsk, where Ukrainian army continued to advance. We also have the situation update over there. It was yesterday and it is today. The Ukrainian army now expands their controlled territory to the west and to the east. As I told you in one of my videos, it's better not to assault straight away because Russia still controls the territories from the east and from the west. The expanding of the gray and blue territory will allow Ukraine to move forward very soon. And for the very long time we have the update of situation in Bakhmut area. Ukraine again moves forward towards Andriivka. It's also a very important village. Just a light movement, but anyways it does exist. It was yesterday and it is today. There is the natural obstacle and also the railroad. By the way, Russia tried to attack Ukrainian army in this direction, but Ukraine counterattacked Russians and took more ground. The Russian tanks and armored vehicles were totally demolished, and we have the drone video about it. Let's watch it. Well, those are the Russian forces that were ambushed between Klishivka and Andriivka, so Ukraine took the ground over there. You are able to see some of the Russian personnel carrying vehicles that were ambushed. One of the vehicles lost the turret, the other one was also devastated, and this tank probably got mines into both of the caterpillars. As you can see, because of the minefields, both of the sides have losses, but Russia has many more losses compared to Ukraine. From the start of the Ukrainian counteroffensive operation 2 months ago, I remember 3 times the Ukrainian convoys were ambushed, but for Russia there were around 10 times. Again, someone smoked at the wrong place. I will publish the full video about this particular case on my Telegram channel, so if you want to keep updated about the current news, please check out my Telegram channel in the video description just below. There were at least 3 of the tanks in this convoy and 3 of the armored vehicles. Here on this image you can see 2 of the tanks, the one you cannot see because it's on the front. The full video again is available on my Telegram. You may see all of the convoy over there, and here are some infantry fighting vehicles. It is definitely a kaboom day for the Russian army. They also tried to attack Spirne in Donetsk Oblast, but also were devastated. It was even bigger convoy over there, but our guys were ready. Here I may count at least 4 of the tanks and 3 of the armored vehicles. Based on the damages in this case, I might say that it could be the Ukrainian artillery job. At the same region of Donetsk Oblast, Russia also lost their artillery. We're speaking about 1 Grad rocket artillery system and 1 standard artillery system Gvozdika. Not much left from Gvozdika, I might say. Definitely it is total kaput. I've told you yesterday about the big kaboom that happened in the Russian military airfield of Soltsy, far away from the Ukrainian border actually, so we have the photo confirmation what kaboomed over there. It is the Russian strategic bomber Tu-22M3. We may zoom into the picture for you to see the aircraft nose, so definitely it is the bomber. And from the different perspective you may also spot the aircraft nose over there, and this airplane is totally kaput. I just want to show you that airfield. Definitely it is far away from Ukraine, so here is Ukraine, the Ukrainian border is over here, and this is Belarus, and this is Pskov, and here you can see Veliki Novgorod. So between Pskov and Novgorod there is Soltsy village, and this is the military airfield that was targeted by the drones. At least Russia says that it was the drone attack, but Ukraine says someone smoked at the wrong place. This is one of the base airfields for the Russian strategic aviation like Tu-22M3. Well, there are no any Tu-95s or Tu-160s because the runway is quite short for them, I think, and Tu-22M3 was stored somewhere over here. As you can see, it's the open stand and just protected on the sides by the ground. We call it caponniere, so caponniers, I don't remember this word in English. Anyways, there is no top protection, just side protection from shrapnel or the shock waves. So every aircraft is stored openly over there. As you can see, this is kind of the old image, and now there are many of the Russian strategic bombers over there, but here I just found this airplane and that's basically it. So Russia moved their bombers over there to perform the attacks on Ukrainian civilian and military infrastructure. For sure, it is the legitimate target that is located on the Russian territory. By the way, it's 675 kilometers away from Ukrainian border, nearly 500 miles. As you may see, the United States Air Force also positioned their strategic bombers on the open parking spots. But the United States of America doesn't have the real enemy that may target those airfields. Well, only with nuclear missiles, that's it. In case of nukes, the cover is not really effective, but speaking about the European military airfields, most of the airplanes are placed in protected hangars or even underground. We're not speaking about the big planes, but the fighter jets and middle-sized airplanes. Let's continue with aviation topic. President Zelensky visited Netherlands, from what I understood, and met with Danish and Netherlands leaders. It was agreed and confirmed by both of those countries that they will support Ukraine with those fighter jets. Denmark will send 19 of those airplanes and Netherlands 42. So we expect 61 of the F-16s to be delivered to Ukraine till 2025. However, the delivery of the first airplanes is planning to be started till the new year, so this year during the winter time in December. No, I think they went to the Denmark military air base over there because those are the Danish F-16s. And this is the air base in Netherlands, I guess, so probably Zelensky visited two of the countries. Well, this information is not that important, so I haven't researched the topic so far, sorry about it. The main thing is that we're gonna have the planes, and it is awesome. Alright, we have some of the details from the Russian Space Agency about their lost Lunar 25 module that should have taken some of the samples from the moon surface and delivered those to Russia. It appears that it was the miscalculation of the orbit of this lunar model, so it wasn't able to land, but it crashed on the moon. And actually there was Luna 24 before, but in 1976 then the Soviet Union existed. The Soviet Union launched this lunar model to get 170 grams of soil to the Soviet Union. Russia, after 47 years, launched the Luna 25 and it crashed. Russia spent 20 freaking years for this lunar program of Luna 25 and probably billions of rubles. Obviously, corruption ate at least 50% of the funds, but anyways, they launched the rocket, but the mission failed. Why am I joking about it? Because it shows Russia itself. It shows the Russian peace, how they show off on TV saying that they will conquer the moon with this program, and it basically failed. At the same time, the other countries launched their own moon drones or moon programs without saying anything about it on their TV shows. I think that this is the only successful Russian moon program they have. The tank turret was found on the moon. Alright, we have the confirmation from the Deep State military map resource that Ukraine moves westbound from Staromayorsk. Unfortunately, I cannot show you this video on the platform. For that, please check out my Telegram, but anyways, it shows that Ukrainian army moves expanding the control area, and I also expect one more vector of Ukrainian attack towards this place. The main idea is to cut this hump. The United States will boost the military support of Ukraine this winter. There should be no significant fights during the winter time, so Ukraine will get ready for the new counteroffensive that may start during the springtime. President Biden asked for more military support of Ukraine. The new project bill was sent to Senate for $24 billion. It should be approved, but the United States will also send a special inspection to see how those funds will go to the Ukrainian army. I do support that move because Americans should be sure that funds will go to the destination place. The interesting article from Bloomberg, they share some of the Russian insights, or it could be just a speculation. They say that the Russian FSB supports the ideas of Prigozhin. The main idea was to dismiss the Russian military command from its power, Gerasimov and Shoigu. The Russian FSB supports that, and also they want to increase the measures to get more people into the Russian army, announcing the military state and full mobilization. So they will push Putin to make it happen, but I don't think that it will happen very soon, because the next year is the election year for the Russian Federation. However, election itself is going to happen at the late March, so probably they may announce the massive mobilization or full mobilization during the summertime. The British Defense Intelligence confirmed that the Ukrainian army might have redesigned the anti-aircraft S-200 rockets. Those long-range missiles were already spotted over the Russian territory and were shot down, so we have the confirmation that now it is the ground-to-ground missile. Okay, we have some news there coming from the Russian resources right now. We don't have the confirmation from the Ukrainian side yet, but Russians say that they left Robotyne village. Hopefully it is like that, but we'll see the details tomorrow. My friends, don't forget to press the like to this video, and also if you want to support my job, there are some of the links available just in the video description below. Special thanks for my Patreon supporters and also the sponsors of my YouTube channel. You are awesome. I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are, and have a great time.